And this is what's for lunch today. The carnivore bread, soft. It's no wonder it's carnivore, soft and supple. 1 ounce of the butter mayo, 3 ounces of turkey, organic turkey roasted chicken breast, 3 ounces of that, and bubble water. That's what's for lunch. Last night I took out a 2 pound bag of shrimp because I really wanted some Alfredo, but I was hesitant because I don't know how to make sauce without using cream and cheese. So I did very, very minimal. I used half of a stick of butter for about a pound of the shrimp and maybe a quarter of a cup of heavy whipping cream and just under a quarter of a cup of the shredded parm. I picked that up at the local grocery store. This I'm going to save for something else tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll just skewer it and have it that way. And then, of course, the eggs, hard boiled eggs. That's going to be my midday lunch. Yum. It's time for a review. I bought the Keto Brick Primal Fudge carnivore bar, so let's see what she tastes like. It tastes like. It's not a she, it's an it. I should probably show you guys the macros first. Sorry about all the noise. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Just came out of my postal carrier's car yesterday, and it was frozen like a brick, frozen solid. So if you got a chance to read any of the ingredients or did a screenshot, I need a knife to open this up. Woo! Whoa! This is exciting. Wow! I had this not in my refrigerated lunch bag, so it's kind of melty, but like I said yesterday, it came to my house super frozen. So this is a beef tallow bar. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to clean the table. Yeah. I'm going to cut it and then show you. It really does look like fudge. Really, really fudgy. Okay, there it is on the edge of my knife. And I'm going to probably take my fork to eat it with. Very fudgy. Here goes the first bite. Let's see. Oh my. Yeah, good. Delicious. This tastes like the frosting I first made when I left my parents' house and I was learning how to cook when I first got married. It's kind of gritty because the first frosting that I made was gritty, very sandy, very sugary. Like, that's the consistency that you hear on your teeth. It tastes excellent. It tastes very, very good. I like this. I can get hooked on this. Oh yeah. Let's read the ingredients because I did not read my bag. Not a good creator, am I? Oh boy. Grass-fed beef tallow. It's a carnivore protein blend, including a protein isolate. It's good. Other than, I mean, I shouldn't say it's good other than. It's good. It has a consistency of how sugar is. If you don't whip it properly, it's very tasty. I can get hooked on this. I did bring a container so that I can put it in the refrigerator and keep it here at work. Clearly, I have to keep it in the refrigerator because it's kind of melty. Oh my. I would say, get this. This is way different than any of the other keto bricks that I've tried. I'm not fond of that pea protein. The pea protein, but it's a vegetable, peas. What can you say? But this is some good stuff. I don't want to eat this whole bar. I'm not going to eat this whole bar. I'm done with my lunch. I had 10 ounces of ribs. There's the bones. Ribs, plain. That was my lunch for today. So this is good. That's like dessert. And this is the second thing that I had sweet because I have had the salty drink. And that was sweet because the Keto Chow people make salty with stevia. So that was good. But I think what I could do with this is make some carnivore cupcakes and make a fudge out of it with some cream cheese. Oh yeah, and then put it in a piping bag. This would be awesome. And then I can control probably the grittiness myself by whipping the daylights out of it. So it's sold out right now, but I would advise getting this. Seriously, deliciousness. That's the review. 2 thumbs up, because that's all I have is 2 thumbs. Toodles. Today I'm sporting the Johnny Cash look. Today. I don't have any rhyme. I don't have any reason. I realized as I got into my black vehicle that I am wearing completely everything black. Yes, everything black. Except my hair. It is what it is. What? Yeah, they say black makes you look skinny. I don't know. I don't think a puffer jacket makes anybody look skinny. Just saying. Hey, greetings everyone. My car is parked. No need for the seatbelt. I got something on my mind that's absolutely pressing that I really didn't realize until this morning when I woke up. Freedom of choice. I have always been a freedom of choice person. Years ago. Years ago. Many years ago. I just didn't realize that the choices I made years ago may end up with the consequences that I'm facing today. Yeah, I bucked the parents with my freedom of choice. I surely thought I was smarter than my parents because, well, I'm 18 and I can do what I want. I can go to the voting booth and I can do what I want and I have my own money, and if I want to, I can get 5 credit cards because I can. And I'm in college and they're just giving me money because I'll graduate and I'll make the money up and I'll pay for these credit cards. Oh, such a silly girl I was. And the fact that when I was trying to budget my way through my choices that I made and shopping in the grocery stores and eating from these sales flyers, that my choice was the wrong choice. And subsequently, I chose as a mother to put the foods that I purchased from the sales flyer into my son. I only have one. I'm a one and done mom. Now, I am blessed with the 3 daughters, Jack's daughters, the stepdaughters, if you will. But if I could turn back the clock and take those sales flyers that came every week and throw them in the garbage, I would have been way better off. I came home on a weekly basis with bags of groceries, not exaggerating, because I got all the sale items. I got all the canned goods, so I had my workout taking the stuff from the car into the house. Huge bags of dog food from Sam's Club because, well, we need to cut back on the dog food. We need to fill them up. I didn't realize that me filling them up had caused cancer in my dogs, but I have freedom of choice. I made the right choice at the time, or so I thought. Now, because I am 63 years old and I fall into that category of 3 squares a day, I believe that I had to have meat, a vegetable, a bread source, a potato, a starch. You gotta have a starch. If you can't have a potato, well, then you have some noodles or some other carbs. And eat up, everybody. Gotta have 3 squares. Gotta send the kid out to school with those convenience meals because, well, I'm late and I have to go to work. So just pop some toaster strudel and head out to the bus and eat that. If I could turn back time, I would put eggs in my son's stomach with bacon or sausage, meat, fat sources. I would not have bought all the vegetables, be it frozen because they were a deal, or canned because they were a deal, or, well, you need fiber, and I can't afford all this stuff. What am I doing? And now look at me. I'm eating a discount chicken that I'll pick up from Costco or Sam's, $5 chicken, and squeezing for myself 4 or 5 meals out of $5. That's $1 a meal. Today I'm having 2 chicken legs and 2 chicken thighs for my meal, and I'll be quite full. I ate a carnivore. Carnivorio? Let me explain. I had 2 quarter-pound patties, put cream cheese on the inside of them, closed it, and I ate the meat Oreo. I'm not hungry right now, and I won't be hungry until 5:40 when I eat my protein source, and that's it. In my mind, the days of having the 3 squares, vegetable, meat, starch, salad, bread, they're done. I don't need it. I need to fill up my body and my brain on good and wholesome foods and still yet live within my budget, and I'm doing it. I am saving $12.34 every day, putting it into a fund not to touch. The average person out of pocket spends per day $30 a day. I make the right choices now. So, freedom of choice. That's me. That's your Jer Bear. Oh, did you think I was talking about some other choice? Freedom of choice? Did you think that? Really? Me? Morning measurement time. Let's do this. This is conference room chicken. That's right. This is the chicken from Costco that I still had left over. I take the skin out because stuff, you know what I mean? The ingredients that they use, and I'm not feeling it. I'm not loving it. But get rid of that stuff over there. This is my plate, removing the skin from this one's a little more stubborn, kind of burnt on there, but that's okay. And of course, Frank's Red Hot sauce, yeah, and bubble water. And one more thing, we're going to do the rest of the, well, I don't know about the rest, the keto brick from yesterday. I can't open it now. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit more of that. It was very good. Extremely satiating. Nope, can't do it with my full hand. So, yeah, that is for what is lunch in the conference room today. Yummo! This is the bone broth that I had made, and I just want to show you the top is all very, very, very fatty, and it's got some of the solids that were released from the sieve that I was using, but I like that as my first bone broth cup fresh that I make. I also measure out, I also measure out on the scale how many ounces of bone broth that I'm drinking, and I skim the top. I skim the top of the gelatinous bone broth. So good. Look at it's meat jello. Skim it very well and see how rich and gelatinous it is. Look at that. Now watch the pour. The pour is very thick. Good for the bones, good for the gut. Today is a fat fast day, so I'm going to drink a pound, should we say 16 ounces exactly, of the bone broth. Yum. Now that is how you make it. Rich, thick, golden bone broth. Deliciousness. I'm back, filming in the car. It is my understanding that anybody for that matter, can film YouTube videos in their vehicle. I am abiding by all the laws. I am not looking into the camera. I'm looking at the road, got seatbelt, driving, minding the speed limit, might I add, which you don't know what I see on my dashboard. Nevertheless, want to discuss some hot topics for today. The smartphone usage that parents give to their children, the earlier the age, the more likely that you will be mentally in an adverse manner affecting your children. And generally speaking, it affects girls worse than it does boys. Now, I had one child and I have 3 stepdaughters, which they're all completely grown. So, I am seeing when I go into establishments, restaurants, into even churches, believe it or not, parents giving the children earbuds or attached devices so that they can listen to the smartphone during dinner, during churches, in the car. It's a never-ending thing. They're constantly being thrown media at them, constantly. I did not give my son a phone. I looked at it this way. If he needed me, we lived in metropolitan Milwaukee. If he needed me for any specific emergency reason, there was always a phone handy, whether it was somebody else's cell phone or a corded phone, a regular landline, a line at the school, a line at the church, whatever the case may be. But I do want to touch base on topic number 2. Red dye number 40. Red dye number 40 is still being used, and it has been found by researchers to also, in an adverse manner, affect children, giving them anxiety, causing or worsening, in many cases, ADHD. So if I'm going to roll back the calendar, roll back the clock, I'm going to blame myself for what I put into my son that affected his diagnosis at the time of ADHD. Because as sad as this sounds, it's the truth. Point the finger at yourself, Jerry. I fed him all the crap food, the coupon food, the garbage food, the stuff with the bright colors, the not only the candies, the Fruit Loops, the fruit by the foot, the Jelly Bellies that were red, because Harry Potter jelly beans were a thing back in the day, and he liked Harry Potter. All the things without thinking, common sense. And right now, you parents out there, as adults, you need to look back like myself and realize, how did what I fed my children affect them? Did it affect them? Did pediatricians let people know the implications to one's health about all the food dyes and all the food colors? It's also said that since they got rid of the red dye, that it's not right away. Manufacturers have until 2027 to officially rid it from the products that we eat. Why? Why do we have to wait to get better health? If you're saying that it's an adverse effect, why are you still allowing the manufacturers to continue to put it into the products? And furthermore, you as adults, why do you have to have colorful food? Why do you have to buy colorful food for your children? Our children are attracted to colors. Look at how we teach them the primary colors when they're growing up. We show them all the bright colors. We show them this is blue, this is yellow, this is green, this is red. You can show them, but you shouldn't feed them the colors. Just saying. So those are the two things that were on my mind this morning. What are your opinions? Let me know down below. I don't know about you, but I'm awfully glad that red dye number 3 has been banned in the United States. However, it's going to take the manufacturers, or the U.S. government has allowed the manufacturers from now until 2027 to completely get rid of the red dye number 3. Some studies have said that red dye number 3 has caused cancer or anxiety in children. Why do we have to wait so long? Here you go. This has been found to give people cancer. But we're going to hold off on the ultimate cure and continue to process it in the United States and feed you and your children red dye number 3. Red dye number 40. That's huge. That's a big problem. That's not affected yet. But any dyes, for that matter, are not allowed in the European nations because of health implications. What do they know that we don't know? We are the world's superpower, folks. But yet, we're supposed to be smarter. We're supposed to be. Yet, we're going to continue to put it into the foods. Help me make some sense out of that. Help me make sense out of it, please. Here's my tip to a good night's sleep. Castor oil. I take about a half of a teaspoon onto a cotton ball like this. Take said cotton ball, castor oil side in first. Put it into the navel. Cover it up. Voila! A good night's sleep is coming my way. Now this is what castor oil does. It gives me a fantastic night's sleep. Yesterday's fat fast paid off. I'm down 2 pounds. I needed it.